Hey guys, so in this one we're going to be breaking down the new incoming Sparking KAHSERAL. I don't think anybody expected this guy to be an anniversary Sparking character. I'm probably going to say the exact same intro for Kyoei in the next video, but here we go. So this guy is a red melee type character. Honestly, it's a bit of an unfortunate typing for this character because we already have, of course, the go-to red character for Universe Reps as Ultra Hit. And then we also do have UI Goku from last year's anniversary as a really solid still, I think, red character for Universe Survival Saga and Universe Reps too. So we will see how good this KAHSERAL looks. Let's go ahead again. I'll mention this again in this video. I mentioned this in the Jiren breakdown video, but when we click on this display maximum stats button, it's a little bit deceptive because we're going to, number one, not have the title boost factored in, and number two, we are going to have the full arts boosts factored in. So it's a little bit not accurate as to what the final stats are going to be, but it's relatively close. Okay, so I think I would probably say like take out like 7,000 from these stats, I guess is what it would be, or maybe 8,000, something like that. So he's looking at like a little under 260k strike. His blast is really low, and then defensively, he's probably actually looking really good defensively because he'll probably be somewhere in like the upper 170s to defenses. That's pretty good. Okay. All right, so he's, of course, on Universe Survival Saga, Rival Universe, and the Universe Rep. Universe 11 is not really a team here. The strike card is strike cards with 20% to strike damage inflicted for 2 counts. Sure. All right, his strike cards actually inflict heavy bleed. Interesting. I guess he kind of has like a Keyblade. That's kind of what he's doing. Okay, that makes sense. The Justice Bomber is a charging forward blue card. Massive explode damage. 20% to special move damage inflicted for 10 counts, and then activates the following effects on hit. Destroys 2 cards, inflicts attribute downgrade, minus 50% to health restoration, and key recovery. Minus key recovery is actually becoming a pretty prevalent ability that a lot of these characters are bringing to the table in terms of debuffs. Can actually get pretty annoying. Like if you're trying to combo with a key recovery debuff, it becomes really tough. So that's, you know, it could be pretty interesting there. Okay. The green card is Call for Justice. It is a stop time effect. He draws a strike card next, 50 key, restores ally health by 10%. He's a team healer. That's pretty valuable. 10% to the whole team's HP. 20% to strike damage inflicted for 10 counts. And then he inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus 20% to health restoration for 30 counts. So a lot of debuffs coming from this character. Maybe this character is sort of going to be a specialist when it comes to debuffs. And then the crazy thing about this is not only are they giving us 4 sparkings on this banner, and not only are they giving us a tag character or a transforming character, but both KAHSERAL and Kyoei both have ultimates. So they really went all out for this, man. All right, the Justice Stream is the ultimate. Massive impact damage, and then applies the following effects to self upon activation. 40% ultimate damage, and then nullifies endurance with blast armor. Okay, it's pretty straightforward, but it could potentially be pretty good. All right, so let's see main ability here. You'll pay dearly for taking out one of our own. Draw the ultimate arts card Justice Stream next, which we just looked at. Restores own key by 50, 30% damage inflicted for 30 counts. So that's actually a pretty good effect because it's going to obviously carry over past just the ultimate. Following effects also occur if there is a defeated battle member. He restores own health by 15%, nullifies own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions for 20 counts, and no switching for 5 counts. Yeah, no switching is just so toxic. I'm actually really glad that they decided to make a condition to get the no switching. Like if it was just unconditional no switching, it would get pretty bad. But so if there's a dead ally, he heals by 15%. He goes type neutral for 20 counts, and he activates no switching. The reason why the type neutrality is pretty good is because it's not just defensive type neutrality; it's also offensive. So if you're attacking a blue unit, like for example Goku and Frieza, one of the sides, I believe it's the Frieza side is blue. This character can be type neutral against him and lock him in. So that is pretty effective. All right, Z ability. Let's go back to doing this so we can see the full Z ability here. So 35% to tag Universe Rep, Element Red or Purple, strike attack and blast defense, and then he gives an 18% boost to blast attack for Universe Reps. So I actually kind of do like that he's buffing red and purple. This character doesn't have the greatest tags ever, right? It's pretty much just universe rep. But because he's red, a lot of times you want to run purple characters with this unit. And of course, Goku and Frieza, they are purple. So this character actually will be able to buff them. I mean, he would have already done it with the universe rep, but giving him the extra coverage with the Z ability in terms of buffing purple characters, I think is pretty cool. All right, Warrior of Force is the first unique ability. Applies the following effects to itself when battle starts. 90% of damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 60%, 70% to key recovery, that's nice. -5 to strike and blast arts cost, and then increases arts card draw speed by 1 level, nice. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Restores health by 10%, restores ki by 30, and then 20% of damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. So that's like 10% healing every time he switches in is not bad. I'll take that. Also increases own arts card draw speed by 1 level for 10 counts if there are 3 battle members remaining. So he gets double card draw speed. If you have a full team of characters alive, he gets double card draw speed permanently. Wow. That's pretty good. So now we're looking for cover null somewhere on here. Following effects occur every time this character uses an arts card. Restores own ki by 5. 15% of strike damage inflicted for 15 counts. 5% of damage inflicted by allies for 15 counts. It's like echoes of superhero Pan in this character, I guess. Shortens ally subcount by 1. Activates once. So the first time he uses a card, when he switches in, he actually reduces ally subcount by 1. And that resets whenever he goes in and out. Okay. This character looks like he can actually stack up a lot of damage, because remember, that 5% damage by allies is also afflicting himself. So he's getting 20% strike damage per card used, and he's double card draw speed. That's actually pretty damn good. Okay. Combat Expert. The following effects occur when changing cover. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I think we already looked at this in the first breakdown video, but applies the attribute upgrade, shortens subcount by 3 to self, effects reset after character switch, reduces enemy ki by 30, reduces enemy ki by 15, activates once. He reduces enemy vanishing gauge to 0, and he destroys 1 enemy card and then another enemy card once only. So the first cover change this guy does, he's shortening his own subcount by 3, he's reducing the enemy ki by 45, he's deleting their vanishing gauge, and he's destroying 2 cards. That's insane. That is very, very crazy disruption. So that's definitely good to see. Following effects occur when this character is switched to standby. Restores ally ki by 30, 15% to damage inflicted by allies for 20 counts. So he's actually doing a decent job of supporting, because not only is he giving that, but he's also giving this for every card he uses. So 5% damage every time he uses a card there. He's giving ki and extra damage upon switch out too. Applies the following effect. How long is this? Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. There is a defeated battle member. He heals by 15%, activates twice, which remember, this should stack, I believe, on this. So he's already healing by 10%. So if you have a defeated battle member, he's healing by 25% when he switches in. That's really good. Then he gets 20%, or sorry, not 20%, 30% of damage inflicted, which is a permanent buff. And then he gets, there's cover null. So there he gets cover null. But here's the issue with the cover null, is he only gets the double card draw speed when there is a full team of characters alive. But he gets cover null when there's a defeated battle member. Right? So it kind of isn't the way we want it to be, but cover null, of course, is still powerful no matter what, so I'll take that. Following effects also occur if there are 2 defeated battle members. So if he's the last member alive, he gets 30% healing, and he gets endurance, and he reduces enemy ki by 50. So endurance, of course, is very strong. I actually don't know how to feel about this guy. I feel like he could actually be pretty good. He has a lot of basic stuff in his kit, but I think this is really good, the cover change. I think the fact that he can get double card draw speed until someone is dead on his team is really good. The support is really nice as well. So he has actually a decent amount of stuff going for him. I'm actually kind of interested to test this guy out, because he actually seems like he can be pretty interesting. Again, the only thing I'll reiterate here is it's a bit unfortunate that he's red, because the go-to red universe rep character is Ultra Hit. I mean, I don't really think this character was going to be better than Ultra Hit just as like a 1% sparking character, but I guess if you don't have Ultra Hit, this could be a nice side option as well. I guess the question then becomes, who's better, UI Goku or this guy? I would probably hope that this guy would be better, but we'll have to test him out and see for ourselves here. But that's going to be the breakdown video for KAHSERAL. Let's go ahead and jump into Kawei's breakdown video next.